Welcome to Life with Marlene. Hey, everybody. I thought I'd do a quick pop up live, check in on you guys, see how's everybody doing. Happy Monday to everyone. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing awesome. Trying to remove this banner. Okay, good. How are you guys doing? What's going on, Gems? If you're new to Life with Marlene, of course, hit the subscribe button. So I thought I'd pop on a little bit and talk about this topic because it was just on my mind to talk about, and it's just this: be careful who and what you trust. In this age of social media, okay, in the age of social media, in this age of people who just do all kinds of backhanded, corrupt, wicked, malicious, everything that you can think of, people do it. People will do anything to be hurtful. People will do anything to use you, to play games with you. And I don't always mean people that we actually know. I mean people like on the job. You think that you'll get certain promotions, or you'll think that certain people are a certain person in a relationship, and you find out that it's all a sham, it's all a lie. Or your relatives. um, I can say for myself, before I became aware of certain things, I really trusted in every word that my relatives said, because the way that I was raised, it was family over everything. And no matter what a family member does to you, it was like it was okay. And it's not, family, or I should say relatives, can be the most toxic people that you can ever know. Hey, Realist One, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your support. How are you doing? Um, yeah, I just had to say, you got to be careful with who and what you trust. And just speaking about who you trust, for me, I had to really open up my eyes and like really pay attention. Just because people are our relatives, yeah, relatives. Just because you're related to somebody by blood, it doesn't make them a good person to be in your life. Um, Relatives can use us the most, can play the most games, can be the most toxic, can hurt our feelings, that can get us off of our focus. Relatives can do so much to us. So we do have to pay attention to the term relative and think that relative and love automatically go together, and it doesn't. Um, I learned that for myself, that yes, we can have people in our life that are our relatives that can love us, but it does not automatically go together. Um, because unless certain people have worked on themselves, become accountable, they're not somebody to use and manipulate and play games. I had to definitely pay attention to relatives. That was like a major one for me. I really had to pay attention, and like, you're toxic. And for me, I can't say for everybody. In my family, I saw so much toxicity, and I had to, while I love them, because it's just a thing that even when you have family members and relatives that are toxic, it's like you still want to love them, but it's very dangerous for us to continue to love people who don't love themselves. And I think that that's where it starts. So many of us are so afraid to say that we um, hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Um, yeah, I found that people who are our relatives, it's like the most toxic. And for me, I found that no matter how much, even if I gave everything that I had, no matter how much I would pour into them, how much I would do something nice for them, no matter how kind I would be to them, I never got back the same energy. I didn't get back the same support. I didn't get back love. And I think that that's the whole thing about it, that why I wanted to come on and say this, because some relatives don't even know what love is. I will say it like that. A lot of relatives don't know what love is. I didn't find out what love was until I was probably 24. So I didn't even know what that term actually meant. Hey, Retirement Days, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Happy Monday to you and everybody in the chat. If you guys could please hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. Um, I can say for myself, I really didn't know what love is, um, romantic or even a healthy form of love, because all of the love that I was introduced to was toxic, and that's not good for us. It's not good for us to only get toxic from other people in our life, whether it be your parents, whether it's friends. And we take a lot of things that we really shouldn't. I know for myself, I took a lot of things that I really should not have taken from others. I really did. I would let people use me. I would let people take advantage of me, all because they were my relatives. And it's not a good thing. So whoever needs to hear this message, especially going into the season that we're in, um, there is certain people that you only hear from them during this time of the year, and the rest of the year they fall off. They only are talking to you now because they want something from you. So it's all those things too. So you really do have to pay attention to that. Don't don't um let others take advantage of you, even if they are relatives. And I know that family is a very hard thing to talk about and to actually acknowledge, because nobody wants to acknowledge that the people that they're related to are toxic, they're manipulative, they're this, they're that. Nobody wants to say that about their family, but that's what it is for many people. And that's why I said be careful who and what you trust. Let's just put it out there on the table. Just because people are your relatives, it doesn't mean that you can trust them. Hmm. How many of us have been games played with us behind, trust? I trust you to do this and that, and either you get backstabbed, they take all your money, they ruin your credit, they try to um, ruin your romantic relationship, or they're jealous of you. It's a lot of things that go into relative. So if you don't have relatives that are mature and accountable and want to be reasonable and actually are trying to enjoy themselves and enjoy life, for me, when I started to go out there and enjoy my life and have some fun and want to improve the quality of my life and start working on myself, I got some help. I got therapy. I stopped my bad and toxic behavior. I didn't want to do those toxic, what is it called? The toxic behaviors that I used to be, fighting, getting drunk, all that stuff. Um, you all know what it is if you have ever been there. Once you try to elevate and do better, like try to grow up. You want to be mature. You want to have certain things in life. You want to, enjoy yourself. And for me, that looked like traveling and getting a real career, and living somewhere where I wasn't afraid of people breaking in the house. It's nothing wrong with wanting good things for yourself, but ultimately, if you're not around relatives that are in a space that they're happy or they're doing something with their life, they look at it as, you think that you're better off than me. You think this and that about yourself. And all it is actually a reflection. You know, it's actually a reflection. Hey Roxanne, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday to you. Thank you for being here. That's all it is, actually, everybody. It's just a people just reflect, and the things that they say to you is what they think about themselves. So if you have relatives that are very upset, they hate their life, they're not doing anything, or they wasted their time in their childhood or early adulthood, and when they see that you're actually enjoying your life, you're having fun, you have good things happening for you, the the family, the relatives, it's something else. So we have to identify that their toxic behavior, and your life isn't going to become more joyful until you choose to make your life joyful. That's where I had to start for me. I had to be at a place in my life that I had to understand there's certain things, Marlene, you're going to have to do on your own. There's certain things that you're going to have to do to make you happy. And yes, when you make changes, when you start setting boundaries, it's going to come off with criticism, with jealousy, with, talking about you behind your back, all kinds of things will be thrown out there, because the more that we do things for ourselves and prove to ourselves that we love ourselves, and I say that with actions, everybody. I hear all the time with people that I talk to, people that I mentor, it's normal to say that you love yourself, but really, how much do you, if you keep allowing toxic behavior, letting people use you, playing mind games, people who are always involved in drama, um, we do definitely have to look at those things and say, this is a red flag. How come every time I talk about something that I'm doing, they have to try to one up and say, oh, you're doing that. I did that 5 or 10 years ago. This is what I'm doing right now. Kind of putting anything that you're doing, putting it down, right? Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Kind of putting anything down that you do, right? And I think everybody has people like that who are their relatives. Anything that you do, they put it down, or they'll say, it's stupid, it's foolish, that will never work. They'll make fun of you. And actually, it's just jealousy, it's drama, it's they hate themselves, it's they hate their life. They're lazy, they're not willing to do anything to have the life that you have. And that's the whole thing about life. It's not that life is easy because you put in the work. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to be responsible. It's pretty hard to be grown up and to be accountable and to do what you need to do and to put in the work to make yourself happy. Because there's a lot of times where I have you wake up in a bad mood, but I choose to not take out my mood or my attitude on other people, especially people that are actually pouring into me, who actually care about me. But unfortunately, sometimes we have family members that actually don't care about us. They only care about themselves, and they only are trying to make themselves happy. So we do have to pay attention to the red flags from our relatives, and to be careful who you trust, because everybody that we know, we can't trust. We can't trust everybody and just say, because you're my relative, I trust you. And yeah, so I had to say that part. Next, I'm going to get into be careful who you trust. When we talk about friends, and you all know how I feel about the using the terms friends so loosely. People say all the time somebody is my friend, my friend, my friend, but it are people who really is a friend. What do you all determine a friend to be and to look like? For me, a person who is a friend is a person that you can trust, a person who will listen to you, a person who's supportive, and also a person who will be willing to speak up and say things that I don't always necessarily want to hear. Like I'm trying to think of an example, but you all know what I'm talking about. A friend will call you out when you're doing something stupid or when you make a mistake. Like they're not just a person just to be a person to sugarcoat or only tell you the sweet or nice things. They'll call you out on stuff and say, you were dead wrong for that. Things like that. That's a person that is actually your friend. They're not just saying things just to make you feel happy. They say things so that you can grow personally. Like they want the best for you, right? So with that being said, um, for a long time, I used to always be looking at people that were my supposed friends, right? And thinking that I could tell them anything, right? Because when we think somebody's our friend, you want to open up to them, have conversations with them about certain things. But it's those main ones that you tell, and you have not told anybody else what you have going on in your life but a certain individual. Next thing, your business is all over the streets, all over with your relatives. Everybody knows your certain crisis, your certain the headspace you were in, the things that you're going through, your financial situation, your health problem, romantic relationship. So, with all of that being said, we have to be careful with who you trust and what you trust, the information that you trust to tell people. I had some friends, supposed friends, that I opened up and I told them certain things that was going on in my life, and it hurts a lot when you have supposed friends or undercover friends, whatever you want to call them, frenemies, right? And you think that you can trust them with your heart. You think you can trust them with personal things, your emotions, and it's like it's a pain unlike no other when you hear back something private, when someone broke confidence, when somebody broke the trust that you had. And you know that is one of the reasons why I understand why a lot of people really don't have friends. You really don't. You guys know that's when the UPS truck comes banging at the door. Be careful who you trust and what you trust. Hey, Bill, how are you doing? Welcome in. That's why we have to really be careful of who we trust and what we listen to. I had to say, I have to say this, that you can't trust everybody. Everybody can't be trusted. And for myself, um, I had a hard time believing that people that I knew for a while weren't my friends. I felt like for a long time, I thought that I could trust people and I thought people were my friends. And then you start hearing certain things. And I don't understand. I really don't understand it. Why, when when you're taking care of your health, like say you lose weight or you start taking care of yourself, you start looking nicer, buy nicer clothes, or if you get a better job, certain things, why is it that you think that you're better than somebody else? You're just your life is just improving, and it's like they can't be happy for you. And I feel like it's so sad that you have people who can't be happy for you genuinely when life seems to be going better for you, especially when you get out of the toxicity, like when you don't want to be a part of the drama and the fighting, the drinking, this, all of, all of that. I don't know. My personal opinion, I think is some of the things that you do when you're young. It's just you're young, you don't know any better. And that's that. You don't know better. But when you know better, you should do better. You should be more grown up. You should be accountable. You should, you know, learn how to be supportive and not be toxic. I know for myself, I knew how I grew up. I knew that I was toxic. My whole environment was toxic. The people around me were toxic. And I didn't want to be like that, right? Realist. Folks so quick to throw that friend word around. Yeah. And you hear, like, I don't understand how people will be like, I have 20 or 30 friends. I'm like, I personally feel like you're lucky if you have three good friends. And when I say friends, I mean your ride or dies with everything, you could trust them. Hey, Shantireman, how are you doing? Welcome. I know for sure I don't have no 10 real friends. I have a very small amount of people that I call my friends because for me, friend is trust, friend is support, and there's different type of friendships that you can have that I've learned over the years as I've matured. But yeah, so, everybody just be careful of who you trust and the information that you trust, that trust people with. Don't tell them your business, If you, like my mom used to always say, if you don't want people to know certain things, don't tell them. Don't tell people stuff and think that they should hold your personal things close to their heart. Trust that people are going to be deceitful. Trust that. That's just life and just the way that it is. So we do definitely 100% have to be careful who we trust and kind of information that we allow people to get inside of our head and know. And it's up to us. I had to learn for myself. Like I had to say to myself, like, Marlene, stop talking. You know, keep things to yourself. And it doesn't mean you're deceitful. It doesn't mean you're playing games, but it's certain folks, your certain relatives, certain friends, certain people in the workplace, you cannot, did I say you cannot? You cannot tell them your business and don't expect to get back some backlash, some drama, some shade, whatever it is. And that's what that is. That's what that is. So y'all be careful. Y'all be careful out here, and especially be careful here on the social media. Those of you who are content creators, be careful who you trust. Telling people your personal information, and especially to those who try to be thirsty in your comment section or in your DMs. Be careful. Be careful. And I'll just say it. I'm just going to say it like this. Just because you're on social media does not mean that you want to date everybody that you meet. Yeah, I said it. So it had to be said. Just because you're here on this app doesn't mean you're looking for a relationship with other people on social media. You're just out here living your life. You're just out here doing you and being you. Was that petty or what? or whatever. I think it's something that needs to be said. Just because you're doing social media, okay? Just because we're out here doing social media, it doesn't mean that you're trying to date everybody that you see here on this app. It doesn't mean that you're looking for whatever it is that they think you're looking for, clout or stuff. Marlene, I can say for myself, Marlene's just over here being me and doing me. How you see me here on this app is how you will see me in real life. I'm not chasing anybody. I'm just me. And I hope you guys can do the same. I got to say that everybody, be authentic, gems. It's a lot of people here on this app that are characters. They're nothing like what they say they are. Nothing that you say, you can trust a word coming out of their mouth. So just be careful. Protect your mind, your heart, because yeah, all of those things. I'm just going to say it this way, that there are people here who are drama filled. And if that's what you want, your personal choice. But I'm just saying, for me, Marlene don't like drama. I like people who are, you know, mature, grown, accountable, responsible, all of those words that don't get in their feelings for every little thing that's said, nitpick every little thing. Like, this app is supposed to be about having some fun, and some people don't have fun in their real life, and then they come on here trying to, I don't know. I don't even know what they're trying to do, but they're just on here trying to do something, trying to live out their childhood, their teen years. I don't know. Get their groove back. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, all those things. So be careful here on this app. There's people catfishing people for money. Yeah. So it's all those things. People setting up GoFundMe's, saying cash at me for this and that, and it's nothing that none of that is actually true for them in real life. So you know, be careful, everybody. Be careful what you trust and the information that you get. I always say, if you don't get the information from a person, if you don't know somebody in real life, if you don't know somebody in real life, kind of step back a little bit and find out really who a person is before you make and pass judgments about that person. All of those things. So, you know, I didn't come on here for too long. I just wanted to do a quick pop up chit chat with you guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. And just wanted to come in with the message for your Monday, to be careful who and what you trust. Social media, relative, friends, workplace. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, friends. Yeah, exactly, Roxanne. Hey, actually, Aubrey, how are you doing? Welcome. Yeah, and that's the whole thing, that we really do have to pay attention, everybody. Pay attention to what people say, pay attention to who they're talking about, because, like my dad always said, if they talk about another person, it's just a matter of time before they'll be talking about you. Message. Um, I'm really petty today. So, yeah, that's all I came on here to say. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Just want to chat for a little bit, do a quick pop up. I may pop up another day during this week, but just wanted to say, hey, how you doing? Guard your mind, your heart. Don't waste your time with negative people. Do what you need to do for you. Uh, Real message, real talk for all of you grown folks. I'm not talking about grown by age, I'm talking about grown by up here. that you know when it's time to take breaks, you know when it's time to distance yourself from the negativity. Um, yeah, all you gems, those who know, and those who love you, appreciate them, you know, and learn to love and appreciate yourself. Don't stop and slow down yourself and your life for other people, you know. Do you enjoy your life, be happy. It's not your business if other people like you or whatever, all of that, you know. People are gonna hate. Whoever's gonna hate is gonna hate. Who gonna like you is gonna like you. Who wants to rock with you will rock with you. Who wants to be your friend will be your friend. You know, I guess what I'm trying to say is you can't force anything. That's what it is at the end of the day, whether it's relative, friend, relationship, whatever it is, business, whatever is meant to be for you, Gems, for you, and whoever in the back didn't hear, you. What is meant to be for you, nobody can stop it. No matter how much they try, whatever is supposed to happen for you will happen. Whatever dream within you, whatever goal, whatever promises is there. It's just a matter of time before it comes to fruition, because like I always say, what has been downloaded on the inside of me, what has been downloaded on the inside of you is meant to be for you, and nobody can stop it or take it away. Maybe you may slow it down for a little bit, but nobody can't stop the grind, the hustle, the your talent, your gifts, your blessings. Nobody can't stop it, and we can't listen to other people and their drama. That's that's it. That was the message. That was the message. That's what I came in. That was on my heart. And I just wanted to pop up and say that to you, Gems. Everybody keep your head up. Don't let other people get you down because they're down. Keep loving on yourself and be the best version of you. And be careful who you trust. Yeah, hang in there, y'all. Of course, no negativity. No time for it, right? We really don't have time for the negativity, the drama, the foolishness, all of that. You know, guard your time. You know, time is a precious thing, so don't waste your time on foolish foolishness, foolish people, and be careful what you trust. Just because of something looks good, and I mean like a person, just because a person looks good, it doesn't mean they're good up here. There's a lot of people that they look good, but they're messed up in the head. They're messed up in the head. If you pay attention, yeah, don't go by the looks, go by the action. Okay. That's all I'm going to say, because I could stay on here another hour, but Marlene got some things to do and some numbers to crunch and some business to handle. So I'll see you guys on another one. See y'all, Gems, later. Have a great rest of your day.